ingredients for our fluff will include 2 egg whites, a pint of strawberries, 1/2 cup of sugar, and some tools you'll need are a mixer. I have a stand mixer, but some people have a hand mixer and you would just mix that into your own bowl. You'll also need a knife to cut up your strawberries. Now I'm going to take my mixing bowl and you can see the egg white, the first egg white already in there, and I'm going to show you how to separate an egg. We're going to have the egg white fall into the mixing bowl and I'm going to put the egg yolk into my other bowl. So first I crack the egg, and when I open up the egg I'm going to open it into my hand. I'm going to get rid of the eggshell. And I want to hold it gently so that the yolk doesn't break, and then I'm going to pass it back and forth between my fingers to let the egg white fall into the mixing bowl. There's my egg yolk in my other bowl that I'll use for another project later. Now I need to wash my hands because I was just handling raw eggs. And then I'm going to put my mixing bowl onto the base of my stand mixer. Now if you're doing this in another bowl because you have a hand mixer, you'll put your egg whites in the mixing bowl and you'll use your hand mixer to mix up the egg whites. Okay, so now I'm going to get ready to do my strawberries. Strawberries come in a 1-pound package at Kroger, but you only need about a pint of strawberries. So I will take out a few and eat later, and I will cut up the rest. But first I need to wash the berries. Okay, I've washed the berries, and now I need my knife and I'm going to cut off the green tops. You just need to be very careful and make sure that you ask an adult before you do this. But I'll take off the tops of all the berries, and it will take a few minutes. Okay, I've finished with the tops. I'm going to gather them up and throw them away, or you could compost them. And now I need to remember that I'm going to put my berries away and eat the rest later. And I'm going to chop up my remaining strawberries, and I can use the same knife or you can use a different knife, and I'm just going to cut them up into squares. It doesn't matter what size they are, they don't have to be the same, they don't have to be perfect, just enough that they're going to go into the fluff and they're going to mix up really well. So give me a few minutes and I'm going to cut these. Okay, I'm done chopping my berries, and I'm not going to put all of them in right away. I'm going to only put about 3/4 of them in because I want to save some for later. Okay, and my egg whites are in the bowl, and now I use a whisk kind of attachment, or you'll use the beaters for your hand mixer, and we're going to mix up the egg whites. We're going to beat them at a really high speed, and we beat them for a total of about 10 minutes. But when I first start, I'm going to take the 1/2 cup measuring cup, and I'm going to fill that with sugar, and I'm going to pour it slowly into my egg white mixture. And that's all you need, is just 1/2 cup. Okay, after I combine the sugar and the egg whites, then I want to add my strawberries, but remember I'm going to leave a little bit behind at the end because I like the chunks of strawberries. But I'm going to add most of the strawberries, and I'm going to just let it beat and combine for a total of 10 minutes. Here's another look closer. You can see the berries are starting to mix into the egg whites and sugar mixture. Remember to keep your fingers away. Now while I'm waiting, I like to put my things away. I cut up my strawberries and I'm going to put them in the refrigerator so I can eat them later. Now check out how fluffy and light it's gotten from mixing. At this point I'm going to put in the rest of my berries. These berries will give me the chunks of berries that I like after it's frozen. And it's just about finished. So now I'm going to clean off my whisk, and I'm going to use a rubber spatula, or you could use a spoon. And I'm going to use my spatula to dip the fluff into my own containers to freeze for later. So I like to put it in the bowls, whatever I want to put it in, and I like to smooth out the top so it looks nice after it's frozen. But we're just about finished. And somebody likes to lick the whisk when it's all done, because that's how delicious it is. I'll put the lids on my containers so that it stays fresh in the freezer. And we will put our containers in the freezer for however long you'd like. It's ready to eat as it is, but we like to freeze it for an hour or 2 or 3 before we eat it. Now, an important part of cooking is cleaning up. So we want to clean up our dishes. Put away the mixer. We will put our dishes, our cutting board, our spoon in the sink, or put it away.